Hey, this is Majin, and here's my comic pull list for August 9th, 2017. First of all, here's this new action figure I got. It's the Doctor Strange SH Figure Arts action figure. I would flip it to the other side, but there's just so much glare you can't even see it. So, anyways, this figure has the shield spell. It's got fire. This figure is amazing. They need more definite figures like that. Alright, now on to the pull. We have from Image Redlands, number 1, Witches, Monsters. You can't go wrong with that. I haven't read it yet, but again, Witches and Monsters, you can't go wrong. Continuing the Jack Kirby tribute, we have Mr. Miracle number 1. Now, this one was different, not exactly what I expected. I'll start off first. The art was really good. I mean, it's not like, I guess also another thing's not what you would quite expect, but basically the gist is Mr. Miracle tried to escape death and he tried to kill himself, and they found him, and so it's basically all the events that lead after that. You have Darkseid popping up everywhere, and just that little black box, and something bad is basically coming. Overall, I really enjoyed it. It was a different take on the character, and it was. I mean, I wish they would definitely continue it. Unholy Grail. Now, this book is, first of all, the cover is amazing, but this is from Aftershock Comics, and it's basically one way to look at it is a King Arthur story. Basically, the first issue had Merlin going around looking for Arthur, and then if there's things in here which just show Merlin is not really a nice guy, but yet he is kind of doing the right thing at the same time. In this issue here, he finds Arthur. He's been training him, and he basically gives him this. It leads him to the sword in the stone, and he pulls it. And time does advance a lot. There's a fight, but they don't even show it. But overall, I mean, so far I think this is an interesting book. I don't think the very beginning is what the important part of the story is, and for the most part, everybody knows that. So I'm kind of glad they just kind of breeze through it and then just go to the thrust of where things are going to go from there. Harbinger Renegades. I have to read this book later. This book was, the last issue had lots of death, and this issue looks like it's going back into time or some, weird thing. So I figured I'll just read it later. Batman Detective 962. This basically is ending the Azrael saga with he's fighting, the other people and within his organization. The art was good. The ending was okay. I mean, they did some name dropping, and well, not really name dropping, but some little bombshell hints and stuff like that along the way. So I thought that part was good. And this here again it's basically, this is just another course in the big picture of what's to come. So part of me is glad that they didn't spend. They did spend a lot of time, but they didn't spend more time. Justice League of America. At last, the quest for Ray Palmer. I was interested in this quest for Ray Palmer storyline, because I know it's, this is going to tie into, or it should tie into the big push later, their big event book with the Watchmen. But I don't know. As I was reading this, I mean, the first part is they're gathering the team together. They can't leave everybody, but they can't take everybody, so they leave some people behind to do the work, and then the rest of the people go in. So you have Killer Frost, Lobo, the Atom Reject guy, and Batman. And I don't know, as I was reading it, I'm just like going, I mean, maybe this might be an unpopular thought, but can you make it less interesting? Because I just, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it at all. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue it. Scooby of the Apocalypse. I haven't read it. Flash. 28. Okay. Here's what I don't get. Flash, he's going off, he's chasing these guys on bikes who are trying to get the money from the trucks, and he tears up the street. I mean, just literally just tears things up. And, the cops are like, well, don't worry, he's here to fix it. And he just bails on them. Because, that black thing that surrounded him from the other universe is just jacking his powers, and he freaks out. He's also freaked out about Iris. And he just leaves it. Well, I mean, they're going blah, 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 talk, boring. Somebody's stealing blood from the labs, evidence lockers, blah, blah, blah. Barry doesn't seem committed to everything because he's Barry. And then the bikers come back, and then Barry puts on the costume and he goes tearing after him again. And I'm just like, Barry, dude, you tore up the street, and now you're going to tear it up again. What the hell? I don't know. I should just quit. I really should. I should just stop this book. And Action Comics number 985. Basically, somebody's taking Luthor technology and taking these chips, and they're implanting them on people and animals and mind controlling them. Now, the thing that it just bothered me as I was reading this book was, Superman's supposed to spend time with his family. He's got some stuff he's got to do, and yet he can hear gunshots, he can hear cries for help, around the world, and he goes to save these people. Well, you figure gunshots, assaults, murder, fire, all this stuff is happening around the world 24/7. But yet, Superman just picks and chooses what he wants. And you would think that he would develop a conscience after a while, knowing that while he might have saved the cat, or he might have saved, maybe an old lady crossing the street, or maybe, stopped a robbery, how many other people have died while he did all that? While he went on the family vacation, how many people died and how many people were injured? And he just doesn't really care at all. Doesn't sound so super, especially when he's got this big smile on his face. Just an observation. Anyways, that's my comic pull list. We'll have more stuff later. I did order some manga, so I'll have that for next week. Anyways, let me know what you guys picked up, what you guys are looking forward to reading the most. We'll have, like I said, more stuff later, and until next time.